Okay, let's move on to the next rhetorical ploys. We're going to go over appeal to fear and appeal to ridicule. By the way, I normally wear like a collar shirt. I try to dress a little nicer when I'm teaching. Right now, I got this new VCU shirt, so I'm kind of happy about it. It was a gift from my wife. So, okay, yeah. So anyway, let's dig right in. So, appeal to fear, an attempt to persuade someone that P is true, that normally that something is bad, by appealing to people's fears. So again, all of these tap into some like something emotional in us, and this one is going to be fear, also called scare tactics. And so I thought the book gives a good example with immigration, right? Where now when you're trying to attempt to persuade someone that P is true, one thing I want you guys to get is always try to clarify the claim, right? Step one to how to reason well. Clarify the claim. And maybe the claim could be immigration should have such and such restrictions, and then we'd have to fill that out. Okay, now how are they going to try to persuade me of that? They might try to appeal to my fear, say, oh, they're going to take away our jobs or children's jobs or be bad influences on our kids or whatever. Okay, and now when they give these reasons, they might be trying to move your fear and the fear in your heart. Now, this isn't to say that we can't give arguments pro or con in some immigration policy, but they should be reasons, though, not just things that are pulling on your emotions. So that's appeal to fear. It's pretty straightforward. And same for, I want to say, a lot of political policies, I guess just policies that people are trying to push. Watch for when people are trying to manipulate you by messing with your fears. Okay. Okay. Now, next, appeal to ridicule. An attempt to persuade someone that P is true, for example, that something is bad, by making something look ridiculous. Okay. Now, you see this a lot when an election is happening. You saw this a good deal with Trump and Biden. For Trump, I mean, you saw this many times. A lot of times it can be done through cartoons, but people might ridicule like his hair, or looks a little bit orange, or he has small hands. With Biden, it'd normally be like he's very kind of old, or kind of just like a little more like more subdued. Anyway, there's all sorts of things you can ridicule, and that's well, it's probably not a good thing, but the thing you want to watch out for is, all right, now what follows? Nothing follows about who you should vote for. So what matters for whether you should vote for someone is, reasons like their policies, or what sorts of actions they going to take as a president or a senator or a mayor or whatever. And try not to be moved by people's, having these caricatures, ridiculing them and such and such. That's not the things we want to be moved by. And sadly, a lot of us are. And so this goes back to the heart of why we have this class. We're a democratic nation, and we need to make good votes, and we need to look past appeals to ridicule, appeals to fear, and scare tactics. Okay? Now, like appeal to fear and appeal to ridicule, maybe some things deserve ridicule, and you have reasons for them. Like Trump or Biden actually did something that deserves ridicule, and that thing is a reason not to vote for them. Or it's a reason to be afraid of them. Okay, those are better because they're actual arguments. But when they're just messing with the emotions, that's not a good reason. So, okay, that's enough for this one.